Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Lacey. I just hope everybody's doing okay today. I'm wishing everybody greatness today. Hope y'all happy. Y'all doing what your mind and your heart wants you to do. I hope you stay focused. Well, today I have a little story I'm going to share with you. And it's going to be talking about what I'm talking about is everyone is equal to everything. I know that sounds a little weird to say everyone is equal to everything, but everyone is equal as in equal opportunities for everything on the earth of accomplish. You may not be equal when it comes to color wise, but this is something a little different. I'm not talking about color wise. Today I'm talking about equal opportunities. Okay. I'm going to start off with the story on the way it went to me when it was given to me. Okay, the story started off with a guy named Bob and his grandmother. Her name was Miss Sheila. Well, Miss Sheila is a very older person. She's down to earth. She's very wise. She has so much wisdom. Well, Bob asked a question. His grandmother asked him, Miss Sheila. She said, Bob, what is one wish that you would wish for in the world? Bob immediately said that he would wish for everyone to be equal. She said, what do you mean, Bob? Everyone is equal. He said, no, ma'am, Mama. Everyone is not equal. He said, why some people get rich, other people get millions, and some people get poor. He said, why am I trying? I'm working and I can't get it. And here it is, Kathy is lazy, she doesn't do anything, and Kathy is a billionaire, and she doesn't deserve it, Miss Sheila, grandmother. She said, sure, Bob, she deserves it. She says, everybody deserves it. Everyone is entitled to the same benefits that everyone gets. Just because Kathy got it and you didn't get it, you didn't know how to open up and to receive it. He said, what do you mean? She said, let me tell you why you didn't get it. She said, you were too busy worrying about Catherine and everybody else getting their blessing. And you were too busy worrying about Bud, why this didn't happen to me. Why this didn't go for me the right way. Why didn't I get the riches? She said the word but. That's the word that we need to worry about, that we use a lot. A lot of people start off and say, oh, everything gonna go great for me. I believe I'm gonna get this desire. I believe I'm gonna have my shop. I believe I'm gonna have my building paid for and everything. Then as things don't start going the way you want it to go within that time frame that you've given it, you're gonna get discouraged, and then you start saying, but what if this happened? What if I never get it off the ground? What if this never does this? You stop your own prosperous. You stop your own riches. Bob didn't understand that, like his grandmother said, everyone is all equal to the same opportunities. It's just that Catherine and the rest were able to receive it. So don't feel because other people around the earth is richer than you and have more than you that you can't get the same benefit as them. You are equal too. I learned that we stop our own self from getting where we need to be by us saying things, by doubting ourselves. Once you believe in something, you have to keep going forward. Why all the other people get the riches and the millions and the billions in life? It's because they believe that they are rich. They believe they're going to receive the millions and billions. It doesn't matter how the situation looks for them at the time. They won't give up. They won't come back and say, I believe I'm going to get it. I know it's going to happen for me. I'm so excited. And then they come back 3-4 days later, a week later, and say, oh, I'm never going to get it. Nothing is happening for me. All of this is happening. But what if? When you start saying but and what if, right there, you just distracted the university. Because soon as you give it to the university and you pray for it and you ask for it, it's given to you immediately. You have to be ready to receive it. If you're not ready to receive it by saying but, and what if this happened, and doubt yourself, What you do is you allow the university to give it to somebody else that's ready for it. Meaning that Carol may have been praying for the same thing you praying. Carol been praying for the same thing, but Carol is ready to receive it. Carol knows how to receive it. And because Carol knows how to receive it, she received it. She got your blessing. You didn't get it, so the university had to put it back for you. And it has to wait until you ready to receive it, and you don't doubt yourself, and you're not doubting the university, and you giving up and saying, what if? Oh, but in this, we don't have time for that. Once you believe in something, you must go all the way and fully force with believing it's going to happen. It's like you believing in a magic trick to happen. If you believing on this magic trick to get your money to get paid for that afternoon, your $200, you're counting on your cards and your magic trick to do its job. You're not going to doubt yourself and say, what if these cards mess up in the front of all these people? What if I look like a fool? If you start saying that, that's when your magic trick is going to mess up. Because right there, you confuse the university. You was just believing in yourself that the magic cards was going to do what it was supposed to do. Everything was going to work out. You're going to get your magic trick out there. You're going to get paid. Soon as you started to doubt yourself and feeling insecure about yourself and saying, what if it mess up? But I always mess up some way, somehow. Soon as you say that, you allow yourself to really become a failure and a mess up. And that's why a lot of you are behind. That's why a lot of you haven't received your riches and you haven't gotten the things that you need to get. You haven't gotten the things that you need to get. It's because you are believing it for a minute and then you're going back and you're contradicting yourself by going back and saying things that a non-believer would say, that a quitter would say. You're not supposed to say what if and but. That word is a word that destroys a lot of people. That is not a word to be used when you're using it for you to benefit and for you to get your riches and the money and the generational wealth that you know you and your family deserve. But it starts with you first on what you believe. I learned it, guys. It took me a while to catch on to some of these things to get to the generational wealth. It took me a while to catch on to it because sometimes I did the same thing. I would go back when I see things wasn't happening. And I'm sharing my life story with you because I'm not ashamed, and I'm not ashamed to tell you that I was once guilty of it too. That's how I grew. That's how I was able to learn and not to go back and contradict myself. Now I learned that whatever I put my mind to, I go for it fully force. I don't tell myself what if or but. I don't even use those words anymore because those words are not even in my vocabulary anymore because I have changed my vocabulary to only believing and knowing that everything will happen for me, that everything works out for Lacey accordingly to the way Lacey wants it to go. It will go exactly the way I want it, and I will get exactly what I want because I learned how to get it and I discovered how to get the riches from the university. And I'm sharing it with you, my friends, you guys, so you can catch on to it and you can stop having these problems and saying like Bob was. Bob didn't understand. He wanted one wish, and his wish was for everyone to be equal, to be treated equal. And his grandmother Shirley said, everyone is equal. She said, what are you talking about, Bob? He said, no, they're not, Mama. He said, everyone is not entitled to the same riches. Everyone does not have the same money. He said, these people over here are rich and these people are poor. Why they don't have food to eat? Why they don't have clothes? Why don't they have the other things that the other people have? Other people can go and take trips, grandmother, eight to 9 times a year. He said, I haven't took not one trip. He said, but look, how Kathy got everything. Kathy is selfish. She doesn't do anything. Kathy's lazy. She don't deserve it. I deserved the money, grandmother. His grandmother said, yes, sure, Kathy deserves it. Kathy deserves it just as well as you deserve it. You can't say that another person don't deserve riches because you didn't see them work hard to get it. Everybody is deserving to the same opportunity. Just some people have to work harder than others to get to their riches and to get the finance that they want, and others get it handed to them. But you cannot say that everybody is not worthy, that the ones that give it handed to them is not worthy of receiving it, because that's a lie. Everybody is worthy in receiving riches. Everyone deserves the same opportunity as everyone, and everyone has the same opportunity as everyone else on the earth. It's all what you decide to do with your opportunity. It's what you decide to take it, where you decide to go with it. If you're going to go fully force with the opportunity that you are given as the other, you're not going to doubt yourself and say, what if? And but things never happen for me. It's always falling. I could never get this. When you start to say those evil words, you bring negativity into your university. Because let me tell you something, guys. If you heard of your vortex, we know that the vortex is full with nothing but positive and good things. Your vortex will give out all the positive things that you're thinking and that you're saying inside. So your vortex taking everything positive, nothing negative. So when you go and you're believing that you can get these riches and you release it to your vortex know which is your inner being. Your inner being is the vortex that builds you up and motivates you to want the things that you want in life. It builds you up to go for it. Like if you've been wanting that farm or you want that clothing store, your vortex inside of you, that your inner being won't allow you to give up on yourself. So your inner being motivates you and tell you, Lacey, you can do it. You will do it, Lacey. You need to write yourself a plan. Get your plan done and stick to the plan, and everything will go just the way you want it. That's your vortex is building you up. Your vortex is what's going to give you the courage and the strength for you to want to do the things that you have in your heart and in your mind to accomplish on the earth. Now, once you believe in yourself and you've given it to the university of your vortex of believing that you're going to accomplish everything that you put your mind to, you can't go back and say, oh, look, it never happened. It's been 5 months now. I never got my shop yet. I never gotten the form yet. You can't go back and do that. Right there, you're throwing cross pass words. You're throwing a cross between them. They don't understand each other because your vortex is focusing on motivating you and helping you to get to your dreams and your desire. Then you have your negative enemy, which is your blocker, which is your self-blocker, which you in self-block yourself. That's telling you you can't do it. You ain't never accomplished it. You never amounted to nothing out your life. Look how old you are and you still haven't got there. That's what you need to cut off is your self-blocker, your self-hindrance, because you are blocking your own self from getting to your wealth like everyone else has gotten it. So you can't get mad at Kathy and James and Paul because they received it faster than you and you've been working harder than Kathy, James, and the rest to get it. You cannot get mad at those people because they understood how to receive it. They allowed their vortex to do exactly what the vortex do, and it's to speak positive and to motivate you and to get you where you need to be. They not one time doubted themselves after they encouraged themselves and built themselves up. They not one time went around negativity of other people that don't want to see you make it. They didn't go around somebody that say, oh, Cheryl, you've been trying now for 8 months and you still never made it. They didn't say that. They stuck with what they believed. And they believed that they were going to get the riches. They didn't care how long it took to get to their generational wealth for their family. They stayed upbeat and they kept their plan. And they stuck with the plan. They didn't doubt the plan not one time. Even though the plan didn't go the way they may have wanted it, they stuck with it. And now Cheryl and Bob and Cassidy, they all can sit there and enjoy the riches of what they inherited now. Because they open up and allow the university to open up to fully capacity and allow them to receive their wealth. They was able to receive their blessing. A lot of people want the riches and want the nice and the finer things. But listen to me, guys. Not everybody is ready to receive it. You have to be able to receive it. Your mind and your heart, everything has to be on the same accord. It can't be where you're doubting this and you're saying something else. You're doubting it inside, but you're saying you're going to get it. It's not going to work. You're offbeat. It needs to be where everything falls in the same motive, the same vortex. You're believing in yourself. You're not going back and saying, oh, it's not going to happen for me. You're sticking to it on allowing yourself to receive it. Allowing yourself to receive the generational blessings, the abundance that everybody is equal to. Because we are all equal to the same things in life. We're all equal to the same opportunities. It's no such thing that, oh, I'm Chinese, I won't be able to get it. Oh, I'm black, they won't allow me to get it. Oh, it's just the white person can get it. That's a lie. Everyone is open to the same opportunity. The university doesn't see any color. So it doesn't go at a person at your color and say, well, you're a light-skinned and I'm going to give it to the brown-skinned one this time and not to this person. The university doesn't do that. It will not hold you back from nothing. You are the only one that will hold yourself back from your own generational wealth. By holding yourself back is by doubting yourself, not believing in what you're saying. You're speaking one thing, but you're showing a different action. Your body language is not going accordingly to what you're speaking. Or you may have that negative friend or people you're hanging around with that are influencing you that nothing never happened for you, Bob. So what are you going fully forced for and it never happened for you before? Those are some negativities you need to get out of your path and away from your life. Because that's what's stopping you to get to your generational wealth, like it stopped Bob. Bob was too worried about Kathy getting it. He was so angry that he was working real hard and going to work and he wanted things in life. And Kathy sat down every day lazy on her butt, and Kathy was a billionaire. He watched Kathy pack up every day to go on vacation. And he would come back and say, there she goes again, grandmother. She's off again on another trip. And I have to stay here and work. And I never have nothing, grandmother. She said, you just said why you can't get it. She said, you want to allow yourself to receive it, Bob. He said, what are you talking about, grandmother? She said, by the words that you're saying, Bob. You said I could never get it. Kathy always going on vacation. She got everything. And Kathy was lazy. She sat down and inherited everything. Well, Kathy was able to receive it. Kathy knew how to receive it. When she sent it to her vortex and she spoke it, she believed it and she standed on the words that she said. She not one time went back like Bob and said, but what if? She didn't do not one time that Bob said. She believed that it was going to happen. She believed that she was worthy of the riches. She believed that she could get the generational wealth and live a free life and not have to work hard and have unconditional wealth and money coming to her. But it was so different for Bob. Bob was living on a paycheck. He was living on a set income where Bob had to get up and work. Bob didn't get as much money as she did because Bob was maybe only getting paid $8, $9 an hour because Bob chose to settle for that. He chose to settle and not allow himself to receive it like Kathy did. Kathy allowed herself to receive it. And how Kathy allowed herself to receive it? She stayed positive in the equation. She stayed positive in her situation. She not one time doubted herself or told herself she was not equal to everything as well as everyone else. She told herself, I am equal to all the riches and all the abundance in the world. And I am equal to receive riches. She allowed herself to believe that everything she wanted, she was going to get it. She told herself, I will get the millions. I will not have to work. I will take up to 12 to 15 trips a year. I will wear and buy whatever I want. I will fly only first class. I will drive only the nice things. If you want the nice and the finer things in the world too, listen, my friend, my buddy, my brother, my sister, whoever you want me to call you as, you're equal to it just as well as Catherine was, just as well as Bob was, just as well as Sheila was. You have to know how to allow yourself to receive that abundance and that riches by not allowing yourself around negativity, not telling yourself what if, but this. You stop your own wealth. You are your own hindrance. You become your own blocker. I learned that about myself. I was my own blocker years ago. I couldn't get nothing where I needed it to be. I couldn't get to where I wanted to be in life. And I would get frustrated and go back and start contradicting myself. I would go back and speak on after I spoke. You're going to get it, Lacey. Everything's going to get in your hands. You're going to get the wealth. You're going to be able to enjoy it. You're going to have it. Then soon as it didn't happen within that time frame that I had given myself, I began to lose the weight. I began to lose focus and the faith that I had within myself, believing in myself. I begin to doubt myself and say, well, if you didn't ever make it then, Lacey, what makes you think you're going to get it now? The more I begin to say that was the more I was driving myself further from the wealth of what I was equal to as everyone else. I was driving myself away from it instead of driving myself to it. So when I learned the differences that I was my own blocker, I was my own hindrance, I was stopping my own family generational wealth, I was stopping my own riches by what I was believing. I was always what if. But if this doesn't happen that way. But it never happened before. When I did that, I began to notice that I would begin to go downer and feel worse than what I felt. I started to notice that by me not standing on the words that I needed to stand on and believe in, that I was stopping my own wealth. I was my own hindrance. I was my own blocker. A lot of you like to say cock blockers. I was my own cock blocker. I was cock blocking my own self. I was stopping my own self from the work and the riches that I needed to get because I was motivated by my vortex. My vortex was giving it all back great to me on the way I need to receive it. I was very excited. And then I turned around and I contradicted myself. I went back on the same words that I was believing in, standing and trusting in. And I blocked my own self from the blessings because the university couldn't give it to me, so it gave it to someone else at that time. And when I learned that, I was able to go back and get what I wanted. And you can get it also. It's no excuse. Everyone is equal to the same thing in life. We are all equal to the same. It's no such thing that Bob can't get it, but Cheryl can have it. Amy can get it, but Ashley can't. That's not true. Amy can have it, Ashley can have it, Bob can have it, you can have it, I can have it, everyone around you can have it. It's what you're believing. It's what you're receiving. If you're allowing yourself to receive and all the good things of believing that you're going to get the riches and that you have the riches, by you allowing yourself to do that, you are allowing yourself to receive it. Meaning that no matter how the situation may look, it doesn't matter if things is not going the way you want it to go. You are allowing yourself to keep believing it's going to happen. No matter if it didn't happen today, it's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is a better day. You have to keep believing that you have it and that it's coming. Not doubting it and saying it's not going to come. When you do that, you hinder and block your own self. Nobody blocks you. You are your own blocker. So remember that. You're smart enough and wise enough to know if you got negative people around you speaking negativity, you shouldn't be around that. That's a player hater. You don't need to be around a player hater and a cock blocker. You need to be around someone that's going to motivate you and keep you on a positive level. So I want y'all to think about that, guys. Everyone is equal to the same. I'm going to read this to you before the video is over. It says everyone is equal to the same. Everyone has equal to the university as well as everyone else. It's all how you feel or you let in things or receive it. It's how you feel and how you receive things. It will all have the equal rights in the university to get and have what we want. What is your desire? We can't sidetrack ourselves in saying, I can't have it all, but that wonder there mess up everything is that word, but. It should not be not, but you can have it and you will have it soon. How you open up and receive it is what is given to you determines if you get the equal as everyone else. You have to let yourself receive it. No doubting things, just to receive it. Just to receive the things and be happy. And knowing everyone desire it, you too. Not just everyone around you getting what they spoke into their existence. You speak it and you get it too. Not cutting yourself short. No more in life. You stop with your own blessings to flow how you want it. No more stopping your blessings to flowing. It tells you everyone is equal to the same rights. Everyone is equal to everything in the university. You're equal, I'm equal. You're stopping your own self with the buts and the ifs. Change those vocabulary words, everyone. I thank y'all for staying in tune with my YouTube channel. On today, everyone is equal. I ask that everybody support it. You go and you listen to it. I thank the ones that have been following me, that have been leaving comments. I know my true fans. I thank all the ones that have been subscribing, that have been doing what you're supposed to do. This is a new year. I'm excited. I'm getting excited for you. I'm getting excited for myself because I see more openings and new, better opportunities. Once you allow yourself to receive it, I see greater things happening. I want y'all to stay focused, go harder than you never went hard before. That's the motto for this year. Go hard like you never went hard before. And I guarantee you guys, my friends, you buddies, you will accomplish everything you want. Until next time, y'all stay down to earth. I love y'all. It's your girl, Lay. Holla at your girl. Check me out next time. Lay.